Hello, everyone. It's a perfectly normal stream as something I wanted to show up before and accidentally got messed up. So it's a perfectly normal stream in this case. Perfectly normal stream. Oh well, at either rate, we may as well get this stream started with a little bit from Legend of Bumbo. What is the Legend of Bumbo? Sit back and be amazed.
Bumbo live in a box behind house on hill. Bumbo have trash, Bumbo have coin, life good. Bumbo happy. That till Bumbo hear voice from above. That nice coin you have there, Bumbo. That not you coin, Bumbo yelled. Go away from it. Suddenly, bad guy come and take coin. Then vanish down hole. Bumbo think fast, grab trash, and jump down hole after coin. Monster try and stop Bumbo, but Bumbo smart. Bumbo use trash and fist to fight them. Nothing stop Bumbo. Bumbo, what? Coin.
Yep, the whole plot of this game is Bumbo's coin and Bumbo wanting it back. That's all this game is about. Which is why we are going through severe loading times here. Severe loading times. Building up a lot of loads just to make sure we is moving forward, yo. I get the feeling it's probably loading up the tutorial. Yep, that's why. Hit me with some bones, kid. I'll give you one move point. Use it to line up 4 bones, and then throw that bone my way. So yeah, basically the whole way to do this game is basically a puzzle game where you are able to move one space in any sort of direction, whether it be vertically or horizontally. And unlike most puzzle games that need at least 3 spaces, you need at least 4 spaces for it to count as something that would actually work. And bones would be used as a physical attack, so let's use that. And there are basically 3 lines that you want to throw the bone at, but obviously it said to throw the bone towards this enemy, so we'll do just that. Thanks, I needed that. But I still need more. I'll give you 2 move points this time, but I want you to line up 5 teeth and throw them straight into my kisser. So, the thing is, the bones work differently. They are always at a set damage, but the more bones you align in a row, like 5, you would throw 2 bones, whereas if I were to line up 5 teeth, what would normally be 1 damage is instead upgraded by 2, so I only throw 1 tooth, but I throw it that would cause 3 damage. Therefore, depends on if you want more ground covered or if you just want one shot to be fully concentrated to do more damage. That's the way how the teeth work. Wow, that packed a punch. Teeth and bones both hurt bad when thrown, and the more tiles you match up, the more impact they make. Experiment with the tile combos. Now, just bust me open, and I'll give you a prize. So yeah, basically sometimes you might be in a situation where you can only get 1 of these things at a time, but if you're lucky, sometimes you can get 2 things at once and make a combo. So in this case, we're throwing both a tooth and a bone at him. And the prize we get is some money. Hey again, now it's time for me to hit you. I'm gonna hit you. Whatever you do, don't match up 4 booger tiles and gum me up. Well, here we have 2 on one side and 2 on the other. There's no way they can align unless I move them to the side to make them form 4. So now, he only gets to move 1 move to attack me, but if I gum him with a booger, he has to use that turn to break free. You gummed me up! You gummed up your works there, didn't you? Well, boogers only stop 1 action by an enemy, so be careful. Here I come again! So now we are taught about poo, when basically, while boogers can prevent an enemy from moving, If you can't prevent them from moving, the least you could do is build up a barrier, and that's what poo works as. It gums it up so that way it won't be able to burst through. But as you saw, there was a coin on top of the poo. Depending on how much of a pile the poo is, depends on how much impact it can guard. So for that one, it only had one, and he was able to burst right through it. Oof! I just punched a darn poop! How'd you know to do that? Oh yeah, poops can shield you from one single enemy attack, but you already know that. Now just finish me off and I'll give you a little treat. So now, we're going to make this interesting. Now I am going to use well, since we talked about poop, we obviously need to talk about urine, which counts as a free turn if you were to align them. As you can tell, I gained one extra movement there. But I think I might have goofed this up to the point where I only have time to do one attack as opposed to a number of attacks. Now just finish me off and I'll give you a little treat. Well, you're gonna get a free hit-in regardless. Oh. Owie! That hurt. But not as much as this is gonna hurt you. Wait. Yep, me again. Wow, I really gave you a run for your money, didn't I there? You know, you should probably heal up. And that's true, we did take damage, but we will come across heart tiles. Aligning 4 of them gives us half a heart. 5, 1, believe 6, 1.5, and then I believe aligning 7 gives us a full heal of sorts. But, yeah. Hearts are a lot less common than other tiles, so don't get used to healing so easily. Okay, now it's time to get crazy now. Each tile you match automatically gives you a specific colored mana that you can use to cast spells. Crazy, huh? Here, take this. So yes, every time we match one of these tiles up, we can get either white mana from the bones, brown mana from the poo, green mana from the boogers, black or gray mana from the tooth, and yellow mana from the pea. That spell takes bone white mana to use. So just match some bones, and when it lights up, click on it and knock my face off. So in this case, we line this, and we get 1 mana point for each of these that connect. So if I were to align just 4, I get 4 white mana points. In this case, this is giving me 5. So we'll smack him a couple times with a bone. And now that we have enough white bone mana, we can use this attack called Bum-bos Smash! So let's do just that. I think you are ready for a real battle, dude. Though before you go, let me give you a few tips. You can visit the casino after every boss, so be sure to save up them coins. Bosses usually have more than one action a turn, so be careful. Very true. I think they can range anywhere from 1 to 6, depending on what the boss is, but just be extra careful with that. But yes, that was just a tutorial for the game. Now it's time to begin. The Legend of Bum-bo. Bum-bo want coin! So let's get started. And one thing, I have tinkered around with this enough that I could unlock Bum-bo the Dead, but I figured it wasn't really that hard to get back on to that area. A bit of RNG is needed for manipulation, but there are various characters we can play as. Either Bum-bo the Brave, Bumbo the Nimble,
Bumbo the Stout,
Bumbo the Weird,
Bumbo the Dead,
and Bumbo the Empty. But of course, each character that we unlock require a certain thing necessary. Whereas we have to beat the game twice, fully, with all the characters. So, beat a game twice with one character, beat a game twice with another character, so on and so forth with every other character. With Bumbo the Dead, we have to clear the entirety of the game as Bumbo the Weird. To unlock Bumbo the Weird, we need to clear all of Chapter 3 with Bumbo the Stout. And with Bumbo the Stout, we need to clear all of up to Chapter 2 with Bumbo the Nimble. And of course, with Chapter 1, we just need to beat the game with Bumbo the Brave to get Bumbo the Nimble. So this is a pretty quick match. But when we play as Bumbo the Brave, he starts off with 3 full hearts. The fists represent magic, despite what it looks like. Each damage a spell would do represents how much fist power. So, since this is 3 fists, Bumbo Smash would do 3 damage to an enemy. The feat symbolizes how many times your characters can move before the opponents can move. Luck symbolizes every time you clear an area, how likely the chances are one of the spaces used up might become a wild card area that could be used for anything. Now, the reason I say the fist is confusing for that being an ability attack or magic attack, your physical attacks is actually determined by your puzzle power. But we could probably get more into detail at that as we move onward. But as you can tell, we start off with 2 different abilities. Bumbo Smash, which as it says is Bumbo Smash. We need 4 of the white bone mana in order to use it to do 1 damage per magic up, so 3 damage this is worth. And then Bumbo Shake, which can re-roll the entire puzzle board that is necessary. Sometimes it could be used for your own benefit, sometimes a bit iffy on there. But the important thing is it takes 2 of the gray mana in order to use it. But again, much better to actually show it than describe, so let's get started. As we make our way through the sewers of Drows. And this is all of Chapter 1 we are going through here. As we load up all them enemies here. Loading. Yeah, not gonna lie, as good of a game as this is, there's a lot of load time in here. Just have to learn to be patient with it. And one of the hints it did give you while it was loading is that you can still use a spell even while it's loading. Very important to keep that in mind. So I think what we'll do to start things off is we will we'll pass a turn by doing this for now. And since it's given us the opportunity to do so, let us combine that bone right there. Wait, you're just leaving yourself open? Those guys are going to attack you! Well, as I mentioned before, this actually set me up for something very useful. Because if you were to line up 4, obviously you get a standard move or attack or special. Lining up 5 gets you 2 times the power. 6 of them, 3 times the power. If you line up 7, whether it be a full straight line from across or a combination of 4 vertical, 4 horizontal, you get an extra special attack. So in this case, I set myself up for the bones here. So rather than launching 4 bones, a giant skull appears to launch several bones everywhere. It does weak damage, but if you have weak enemies, that's pretty much a screen clear there. And then how each floor works is that once you clear the first room, you get a treasure. Here we have either the trash lid that requires 3 brown mana and 3 yellow mana, but how it works is that once I use this, the next 2 times I get attacked, I can block it, preventing the next damage. Or I could choose Buzz Down, which only takes 1 green mana, and once you select a column tile, if you were to click on that, it would automatically shift it down 1. I used to think this was a pretty spell, but when I was playing as Bum-bos the Dead, it actually became very useful at times. But for now, since I'm playing as Bum-bos the Brave, I think guarding our health is more important. So I'm going to take the trash lid here and move on to the next room. And then next up, we have to go through 2 more waves of enemies, each in their own separate room. And then after that, I will gain another treasure or a trinket, depending on how many you've collected thus far. And then from there, we tackle the boss in the area. Just to give you an idea of that. But I think it's time we got rid of some of the weaker enemies. So, why don't we take this as an opportunity to get ourselves a tooth and get rid of that one mini poop there. So, as I said, because I have at least 4 gray mana, I can use this spell up to 2 times if I wanted to. And since there are enough combos, I could possibly gain another turn. I could get some more bone boogers, maybe even some poop. Or even enough pee to get an extra turn. Let's see. This is interesting. I think I'll end the turn as it is. Now this is definitely important. I can attack both of them if I want to. Only problem is the green gas that they belched out, I guess? I don't know. If I were to attack them, they would act as a counterattack to hit me, and I would much rather not that happen. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself up for a 2-hit there. Then shift that down and end my turn right there. So now that they are gone, I'm free to use this, which is enough to take out both of these smaller ones before they can even attempt to attack me. Plus, it also opens up the possibility of me using Bum-bos Smash. And like I said, since I have 3 fists, each fist represents how much damage the spell can do. So in this case, I can do 3 damage to, let's go with the left one. And then after that, I think I am going to move, let's see here, 2 spaces down to the left to gain an extra turn movement, and then from there, I'll collect a poop that I'll place there for now. So if I sense there's an attack coming that I can't protect myself from, I can use this to block the next 2 attacks. For now, let's shuffle the board a bit. pretty interesting combo there. But for now, I'll end my turn. And I think what I'll do for this one is I will shift you up and then move you. Actually, let's shift you down there. I will end my turn. Then I'll move this up and this up to gain 3 extra turns. Move you down 1 to get poop that I'll place right there. Then I'll place this down to use 2 of the bones. Toss you there and there. And I will use Bum-bos Smash on you. Move you down. Or actually, no. I don't have to do that. I'll just move that down. So next turn, you'll see I'm setting up the 7 boogers. See how that goes from there. So like I said, each spell works differently. Where, like I said, if you were to combine 4 boogers, you can toss one to prevent an enemy from moving for 1 turn. Lining 5, 2 separate boogers, much like the bones that were tossed, will apply the same way. If you combine 7 boogers, however, you unleash a torrent of phlegm that prevents all enemies from moving for 2 actions. Now, what exactly does this mean for me? So far, nothing really at this point, but it at least helps bide some time for me. Plus, it gets rid of their counterattack. So with that, now I'm going to take this as an opportunity to get 1 tooth ready to toss at you, which I can reshuffle if I wanted to. I think what I'll do is set myself up for an extra turn. And one thing I learned the hard way is this black row up here, that's just determining what the next row up top will be. It's not something you can interact with just yet, so... But if you want to strategize, that's one thing to help keep in mind. And the only other move I can do that I see is possible is create this tooth to toss at this pile of poop. And we have cleared the room. For 4 more pennies. Ooh. One thing I should mention here is that that bug is flying, but it's also got a bomb thing just on top of it. So that means once I kill it, it's going to explode. But I think so long as it's not directly in the front row, I should be good. So I'm going to set myself up for that. And toss right here. So worst case scenario, it explodes in my face, I take 1 damage. But nope, just far enough away that it's not an issue. So now that that's been taken care of... What I'll do is set myself up for that for next turn and end it right there. Ooh. Got someone trying to attack me from behind. But for now, I can set myself up for this bone attack to toss and that. One thing to note, if the fly was 1 space closer, I would have attacked the fly first before that pile of poop. That's another thing I had to learn the hard way. So strategy does become quite intense at that point. But for now, let's get ourselves an extra turn. Nothing really I can do to prevent me from taking 1 damage. I could fling this booger, but that would attack the fly in front of the one that's about ready to attack. And that wouldn't do me any good, unfortunately. So I think the best move I can do for now is set myself up for an extra turn. And end it right there. Which is what I'm going to do. I'll take the 1 damage. It's gonna suck taking that damage, but sometimes it's a smarter player that survives, not necessarily the strongest one. So we will do this to gain 1 extra move. And then we will get this bone there. There, so that we can be ready to attack that one. Get a clear shot at this one from behind. In fact, we have enough for 2, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack that fly there, so it's not a bothersome anymore. Reroll, see what we get. Ah, got us 2 booger shots for 5, so let's toss 1 there and 1 there. Still doesn't help me in the long run, but let's shuffle 1 more time, see if anything else. It does get us set up for something. So I think I'll do that. I'll pass this turn and get myself set up for the next special that you guys can see, unless that happens. Dang. You know, if that wasn't there, I would have shown up the 7 special. But sadly, that's not going to be the case. So, let's pass for this turn. Dang. That really screwed my plans up. Well, I have to go for the next best thing that I know I can do this turn, and that is to attack this. It's gonna do 3 damage, but just to the 1 set of poop that's blocking the way, which doesn't really do me much, except get myself ready for a Bumble Smash for you. Now, you might have noticed, it's supposed to do 3 damage. The luck also represents chances of critical hits happening. So since you saw the pentagram star with a 6, that means I just scored a critical hit there. But for now, let's shuffle the board, see if anything new happened. I got another pile of poop, which is good. Set up my barriers, and 1 more time. Nothing. Alright, I'll end my turn there. So I think what I'll do for this one is move these down 2, push that one up, and since I have a barrier up, I don't need to worry about taking a hit this turn. So I will let that go on by. But now I have enough for this to shoot 3 bones, so I will do that. Plus, if you notice up top here, we got 2 more boogers, so once I do this, more boogers will be set up for that, which is nice. Woo! Woo! And those stars that you saw show up on the grid, those are the wild cards. They can be used for anything to match up for at least 4. But first things first, let's take care of you, you, and you. We'll launch a booger at you, and another booger at you. Now, I could have just tossed all the boogers at this one, but we now have enough mana to use Bum-bos Smash, so let's do just that. No critical hit, but that's okay. I wasn't too concerned about that. And yeah, I will end my turn right there. And actually, not this turn, but it is... No, it's not worth it. Let's just get ourselves set up for an attack to take out this big guy. Now I have to worry about it afterwards. Let's do a reroll. See if any of the wild cards match up with anything. No. One more time. We can set ourselves up for another turn. So why don't we do just that? And nothing really is springing to mind here, so let's set up our defenses to protect ourselves from that there. End our turn. And we have enough turn spaces to set that bone up there and that bone there. Toss it at that poop. And we have cleared the room. So this time, the treasures we can choose from is either a black candle, where if we have any curse tiles, once we use that, we can eliminate them from our board, or a wooden candle. Now, the one thing you'll notice is that these are technique spells. They require mana to activate. Whereas the wooden nickel is an item we can activate whenever, but depending on how much electricity power it requires, we will need to advance through that many rooms in order to reactivate this. But since we're all about getting more coins, we may as well take the wooden nickel for this one. And the boss we're going up against is Peeper. His eyes are eternal. Now, this is important to keep in mind. He has 15 HP, so I have to do 15 damage to him in order to kill off Peeper, including his eyes. His eyes don't necessarily take any damage. However, if they were to go in the center, they can block the Peeper shots. That is something important to keep in mind. First off, let's get some coins here. Using that. There is really no way to get this set up real well. Except, here's a thought. It's going to cost me another turn, and I'm probably going to take a hit. But, actually, I just realized it's only going to do 6 damage, not the full one, because I'd have to sacrifice yet another turn. Well, I've already committed to this. So, the boss moved 3 spaces, which was 1 each for the eye, and the boss himself preparing an attack. So, what I'm going to do is get this bone set up along with this one, so I can toss this bone 3 times, push those eyes aside, and hit him for that. Set ourselves up for Bum-bos Smash there, but that's it. Taking that 1 damage, because there's really nothing else I can do about that. This one, I'm going to take more damage in the oncoming turns. But if I can eliminate the eyes, it'll be worth it. And then that happened. Man, that really ruined my plans there, not gonna lie. Oh well. That really ruined my plans. Oof. Yeah, I'll have to do this for next turn. Okay. So here's my strategy now. We are going to do this to prepare a special tooth attack.
Yeah!
So instead of one powerful attack against one enemy, this is going to be used to smash all the enemies for a good amount of damage. Now, I really need to find a way how to stop their movement. So let's shuffle the board, see if anything good. No. Shuffle again. And one more time. Nope, didn't really help me. I lost. Man. Okay. But you pretty much get the basic idea of how this works. So now, let's see if we can not muck this up this time around. Yeah, see if we can. Already I'm doing a fantastic job of that. Let's go ahead and... So I get the feeling this is going to go at that fly up above, so let's do that. Nope, it attacked the pile of poop. Shuffle the board. Oh, I got gun buildup, so sure. Do that to help prevent his counterattack gas buildup. And then shuffle the board one more time. Nothing. Let's get you... Let's do that bone attack there. Hopefully get rid of flat above. Okay. We can still make this work. We can still make this work. Let's use that. Didn't even notice the pile of wood that would build up there. Let's put you here. Because we are going to Bum-bos smash that one. Plus it just hit me. I could have gummed up that one and then put the poop here to protect my defenses, because now that does me no good. Although this will get me set up for a special that I can do next turn, so let's do that. That one's getting ready about to attack, but if I put the P here and then this one here, ordinarily for every 4 I get a turn, 5 2 turns, 3 or 6 3 turns. If I were to line 7 of them,
Yeah!
not only do I get 4 moves, but any items that I had equipped with charges goes up by 2. So if I still had that wooden nickel, I could be able to reuse it during the same room. Or if there's something that needed extra charges, that just charges it up much faster. So yes, now this sets me up for 2 bones that I can toss. One you, and one towards you. And now, this time we have a choice between an old pillow or flip. So it takes 1 yellow mana to re-roll any tile, but I think it's a gamble choice, whereas the old pillow, though not as good as a trash lid, still can be useful for blocking oncoming attacks, so I'll take that one. Alright, so now, let's see... I could actually get myself set up for another one of those, so yes, let's do that. Oh! I also just noticed there's a big bomb fly there. Which, much like that one enemy that had the bomb icon, once this blows up, it'll do an explosion. Where, if it's close enough, it will damage me in the end. So I have to be extra careful of that.
Yeah!
But, at the very least, I got myself set up for that. How to tackle this. I might have just shot myself in the foot if I'm not too careful. Oh, wait, I can still save this. It's only temporary, but I can still save this. Toss the booger at you, and booger at you. So at least now, for one more turn, I am protected. Let's... yeah, put you there for the time being. And I'm gonna take a gamble, hoping that Bone will show up later on. Because, yeah, that Bombi is too close that I can't prevent anything afterwards. Well, I can take care of one of the enemies, but this is too close that it's going to attack the top one, not prevent that one from forming otherwise. Doesn't really help me, so re-roll and re-roll. Oh, that actually will help me. Good. And then we will use Bum-bos Strike to take out the bomb. Took care of our defenses, but that's okay, because now we can block the next single attack. And not take any damage from there. Now let's see this situation. Took out that one, maybe? Okay, took out that one, so I can at least prevent... Or, since I'm going to go through a mana drain once I go to every other room, may as well use up what I can, and then I will use this to set myself up for the next attack. Because all I have to do is align that there and this there, and already I've got an attack to take out that poop. Clear out the room. Alright. Last room before the boss. Let us earn ourselves an extra turn. And then from there, we will... We will use this as an opportunity to prevent one of the enemies from moving. Well, since those flies are above them, I get the feeling it's going to hit them. Yep. So unfortunately, that doesn't help me with that. And the next attack is coming from behind. However, I noticed there is a bone up on top, so what we can do is set ourselves up for 2 more bone attacks by doing this to arm ourselves with that to prevent the next damage, and then shortly afterwards use this to get 2 bones to toss at you and at you. Of course, there is no reason in attacking any of those yet, because I want to use Bumbo Smash for those bigger ones, since they take more damage. So I will choose to end turn. Because that already took out 1 damage thingy, so now all that's left is 1 more. And I'm going to use this to clear out 1 of them. Use my Bumbo Smash as that far left one. And nothing really much I can do except re-roll and hope there's something I can do for 1 more turn. I think what I'm going to do is... Actually, I just realized that would set me up for another turn. Although, I could still be able to use it for the next turn. So yes, we'll do that. Toss you there to prevent you from forming any gas. And then end the turn there. So yeah, worst case scenario, you're about to attack again. So, we will push you up and you up in order to launch 3 bones. So, 1 for you, 1 for you, and we already have a barrier set up since this is not enough to kill that. We will finish you off so that way you don't make another gas counterattack. And we will end the turn there. Now, we definitely need to think about getting rid of that big poop. But I think I got just the thing. Let's toss you with that. Use another Bumbo Smash on you. So now the next damage we do to it will be enough to finish it off. And then let us move the poop there. So we can build up even more of a damage boost for that. And then do that. I think what I'll do for this turn is move you up. And before I move this tooth up, I'm going to get my block ready. So that way, I can get rid of this poop. The counterattack's going to go off, but my pillow shielded me from that attack, so it's not a problem. And let's re-roll, see what possible combinations we can get. Re-roll again. And again. And one more time. I could make this one work. So yeah, he will pass for the rest of that turn. Then down, down. Get myself set up for a +4 turn. So down and up.
Yeah!
Yeah, more turns for us to use. And then this time we will push you to the right, down, and down, because ordinarily the times 7 would be good if there were multiple enemies. Since there's only one, I think the best move we could do is launch the booger at him 3 times to prevent him from moving for the next 3 movements. And then, just to make sure he knows that we mean business, toss a tooth at him. And we will end the turn there. Then drop you down 1. You to the right once. Then down, down. You know where I'm setting up here. Free the booger. Oh no! But I still got this movement set up. And then, just to make sure, add a defense. Just in case. Set that poop up there. And if I wanted to, get that poop set up over here. And this goes up to 3 to block attacks. Just so you know. But with that said, I think we are good to end our turn off by doing that. Tossing a bone. And let that be that. This time we have either the relic, which for every 3 rooms we clear, we get a soul heart to use, or the big slurp, which requires a heck of a lot of mana. But, at the same time, since we really don't have anything used for yellow mana, this can give us more additional movements. Ordinarily, I would go for the relic, but since we just need to clear out the first chapter, which is this section, I think we'll go for the big slurp for this one. And this time, we're going up against the Duke. And small. And much like the original Binding of Isaac, his gimmick is he is the Duke of Flies, and will keep spawning flies as they keep coming by. So what I'll do is use that booger to gum him up, and then scroll enough here to gain 1 more turn from that. And since we need to keep him small, we will launch 1 bone at him. And, since we have the turn to do so, Bum-bos Smash, make him even smaller. So he used 1 turn to break himself free, and the other turn to summon those flies. But now I've set myself up for another 7 yeah, and he got that free attack. But that's okay. I can live with that. Since the next thing I'm going to show off is number 1, the 5 tooth up there. But more importantly, the 7 poop. Whereas 6 of the poop can be used to activate 1 barrier by 3, all 7 protects any row section by 3. Very useful. Now, unfortunately, that 1 fly is blocking the way of this attack, but 1 less enemy to worry about. I don't mind in that case. unfortunately, there really is nothing I can set myself up for, except for the booger. So I will do that. Prevent you from using one movement and end my turn there. He used one movement to make himself bigger again, which I can live with. And once more, I am going to use this as an opportunity to get myself set up for launching 3 different bones along the way. So that's one move there. But now I can use this to launch 3 bones. One at you, one at you, and one at you. It's not really much setting me up for anything here, so I think what I'll do is have it so get one more movement just to be on the safe side, and then we'll use our mana to get 2 extra moves. And then we will get ourselves set up for tossing more bones, and in a sense, afterwards, not only get him small, but also make sure one of his movements is preventable by launching a boomerang. Sure, let's reroll. Aha! Able to raise our defenses. Those are all up at max, so the only thing we can raise is this one. But yeah, let's reroll again. Nothing. Reroll. Nothing really, so reroll once more. Got something ready, so let's end our turn there. Let's get our tooth attack ready. Toss at you. Hoya. And then move you down by 1 to get an extra movement turn. Ooh, perfect. And I'm pretty sure, although this won't finish him off, we will get close enough to it. Launch one at that, and again, it's not going to be enough to finish him off, so let's get some extra movement tiles set up for that. Reshuffle the board. See about anything else. Yes, now we can finish him off by going 1 to the left, move this all the way to the right to launch 1 bone. And now we have the Bum-bos attack set up for 3 damage. That'll finish him off. And that's Chapter 1 cleared. But of course, this is just Chapter 1. We need to work on unlocking
final
more.
bit of punch. Bum-bos smash big bad guy into bits. Finally, Bumbo have coin. But Bumbo notice a thing. Weird box in back of room. What in there, Bumbo think? Spider with long butt? Big long bone? Bean with magic powers? It's a mystery. With no thinking, Bumbo bash open scary box. What? This? Another Bumbo? What a twist!
Wait a minute. You can't pull off that M. Night Shyamalan bit with the what a twist thing. Well, anyway. Beating the first chapter with Bumble the Brave unlocked Bumble the Nimble as a playable character, which of course we will get into. Also unlocks the second chapter, the Forlorn Hollow. And number one, that is much louder than expected. Number two, in order to unlock the next Bumbo character, we will need Bumbo the Nimble to clear out Chapter 2. So we will start a new game and go to Bumbo the Nimble. Oh yes, one other thing I should mention about Bumble the Brave, or the Bumble characters. Each one of them has a personal skill that is attributed only to them. Whereas this one, the lower the health of Bumble the Brave, the harder he hits. So he would only do 1 puzzle damage. If he were to lose 1 full health, his puzzle damage will go up by 1. So now he would deal 2 puzzle damage. And then if he's down to 1 health, he now gains 3 puzzle damage overall. Whereas Bumble the Nimble, all his puzzle attacks that he uses gain mana. So if I were to, say, attack with a bone, I would gain extra mana for that. But then there are these extra abilities he's got, such as the Needle, which means every time he uses it in the same room, the damage power goes up. So it starts off with 1 damage, but the next time you use it, it becomes 2 damage. Next time, 3, so on and so forth. Then the Toothpick can remove 1 single tile, which ordinarily doesn't seem that useful, but if there is 1 tile that is necessary later on, but you don't have enough move spaces, and you just need to remove that 1, that's when the Toothpick comes in handy. And as you can see, pretty much overall stats are basic, with the exception of puzzle damage, where he only does 1 damage there. But we will see as we move onward. Back into the sewers of Dros we go. With even more load time. And it mentions if we need better spells to visit the Prick Cellar down at the Wooden Nickel. We haven't seen it yet because those happen in between chapters, which now that we've unlocked Chapter 2, now we could be able to see them if we wanted to afterwards. But of course, in order to do that, we first need to clear out a chapter. So let's worry about clearing Chapter 1 first, before any of that. Ooh, we got a lot of enemies here to deal with. I think for now, best move to do is to get ourselves set up for launching 2 bones. So we will do that. Launch 1 at you. Launch 1 at you. So, because of that, we were able to gain mana from this. So now, if we want to, we can use the Toothpick. But the problem is, it doesn't really set us up for anything useful yet. However, we can get rid of that 1 other fly that's along the way by doing this. And for now, it looks like we might need to use the Toothpick later on, so I'll choose to end this turn. But yes, now we gotta worry about the 1 guy from behind, so what would be the best way to do so? Let's remove this tile, see about anything else beyond that. Yeah, because we gotta get ourselves some protection along the way. So let's remove you. Remove you. So we'll have just enough to get this, and remove you. To really set us up a barrier to prevent any damage from that. Actually, while we're at it, let's get some more defense set up. Same area. So now we just need to worry about, at the very least, this fly right here, which we won't have enough for now. But we can at least prevent that, and I just realized I could have set myself up for 2 more turns. Ooh. But now I just realized I could set myself up for 3 more turns. So I will do just that. Oh man, got mana drain. So now, any and all mana I collected from that mana drain is now nullified. But that's okay. Because now I've got 3 more turns to plan out my strategy. And yeah, now we definitely need to think about clearing out these enemies here. So, down you go. Get ourselves set up with a booger there. Let's get ourselves another turn, so at the very least we can get the needle set up by getting rid of you. Now, not much to do except get ourselves set up for another attack of sorts. I got just the thing. Set you up for that. And then we'll attack with the tooth to launch at you. And since this is now doing 3 damage, we can finish him off right there. And clear the room. So what kind of goodies we got in here? Mom's pad that can blind an enemy for 4 bone mana. Or destroy a row of tiles for 4 poo mana. Not really sure about Mom's pad, if only because I get the feeling you can't really choose who is going to be blinded. So, as much as I'm not really a fan of Skewer, I think that's the better option to take. So now, how to deal with this section? Let's go for one with that. Well, harsh decisions to make here, I tell yous. Let's actually get ourselves set up with the needle, because I get the feeling we might need a toothpick for that. I will choose to pass this turn. I'm predicting a whole bunch of pain coming my way. Pain I don't think I can prevent. But at the very least, I can at least take out one of the enemies.
Yeah.
Tricky decisions to make. I think what I'm going to do is get rid of that in order to get a needle ready. And only have enough for 2 more. I'm gonna take a gamble at this. Destroy that and use a skewer to destroy a row.
Woo!
Okay, so I can prevent 1 damage from happening, so I will do just that.
Yeah.
I'll prevent you from attacking, and then take the 1 hit from you. Tier. But at least the good news is, now that it's powerful enough, I can use the needle to get rid of the one that's just about to attack, and buy myself some time for this oncoming onslaught. Which, again, not too bad, because now I can do that and get myself set up for this other attack. Probably didn't need that, but helps to be double sure in some cases. And that was a critical attack, probably. Alright, so next up we have this room. First things first, let's get ourselves set up to remove some tiles. Because here, I think you'll see what I'm going for next. I'm going to use this twice to remove that one, and then use that one, which also will set me up for a barrier for the poop.
Yeah. Woo!
So I think I am most likely going to get an attack from this side. So we'll do that. Especially now that I have enough for the needle, I will get rid of that there. And then I will set myself up for a booger attack to launch at you. And then let me get myself set up with a bone attack here. I don't think it's going to be hitting that fly from beyond. Yeah, not enough for that, but at least I was able to do that. However, I can remove that to gain enough mana for the needle. Get rid of you there. And I think this would be... let's see. Yeah, this would be a good enough time to end turn. So now I just need to worry about you along the way. But that's okay, because now that the needle is at a power level 3, I can easily get rid of you right then and there. And then for you, let us do this to launch now it's good enough to do that. And I can be able to do this. Set myself up with a boo there. More importantly, be able to remove this tile to drop that down to get enough for an extra move. And a bone. And another boo. So let's do that, and just to make sure all my bases are covered, do that, and then finish you off with a needle there. But yeah, the more times you play this game, the more it'll be easier to do stuff. Now, here's the thing. Blind Rage, it can be used to hurt the enemies more. They can also do more damage to you, so this is kind of a double-edged sword. You can do more damage, but you risk the chances of them being able to do more damage to you. However, since now we are encountering more floors, this is the perfect time to use the relic to gain soul hearts. Especially since now we're going up against Peeper, we will need as much health as needed. So let's not waste any time and use that automatically. Let's get some phlegm in order to prevent you from attacking. Get ourselves an extra move and power up our needle. Yeah, let's do that. Doesn't do much now. Give it time, it will. And then, yeah, that'll do it for that turn. Prevent you guys from doing anything. So, toss you and you. Drop you down. Drop you down. And let's get you set up for that. So you can do 5 damage to that. And let's go ahead and get our defenses up by doing this. Not too concerned about the side ones. Let's go ahead and wipe this clean. I'm gonna take another gamble here and go for that, since that's a yellow tile that's gonna spawn. I wonder if it'll... Oh, actually, no. Even better. Guaranteed defense. Put you there. Although I could have gone there and then there to get that. Oh man, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Let's destroy the top tile, see where that takes us.
Woo!
I can still get an extra move by doing this.
Yeah.
And now I can use this to prep myself for that. And an extra move to do that. And deal even more damage to that. That is pretty much gonna do it for what I can and can't do. So I think what I'll do is get myself set up for tossing more phlegm around. And I want to prevent as much movement from them as possible, so yeah. I'm gonna set myself up with that and toss the curse tile. Thank goodness it wasn't affecting any of the phlegm, because that would have really screwed me over. But yes, thankfully I can do this to launch phlegm at all of them to prevent 2 movement points for each of them, which could be better, but definitely could have been a whole lot worse, so I will take that. Move you aside. Use this to gain extra movement. Ah, we can finish him off now. Use this bone. Toss you aside. And we will finish him off using a needle.
Oh, yeah!
So now that we can clear out a chapter and move on to the next one, we get a trinket that we can use. There's either the Steam Sale, which is half off of everything, or at least in Binding of Isaac that was the case. Here it could be just certain items are on sale, or the coin purse that makes sure we get more coin rewards. Ordinarily, I think the coin purse would be extra useful for the multiple floors. Since the second character we're using only goes down to the end of Chapter 2, I think the Steam Sale in this case would be much useful. So let's go for that. And you can earn trinkets by playing the Skull game down at the Wooden Nickel, which is this guy right here. But here's the thing, we only have 23 coins to spend, and playing the Skull game is just like taking a gamble in Binding of Isaac, where you can have a chance to earn more money, some more hearts, whether they be normal or soul, or the trinket prizes. But again, it's a random chance. Now, the shop dealer here makes it so anything here you can buy at the shop. So, Damage Needle makes it so a spell hurts more, which that would be useful for the needle, so let's use that. So it says it does 6 damage, but that's because we used it when it was 4 and now it does 5 damage, and the hurt more does 2. So I think this is going to mean by default it does 2 and then up 3, so on and so forth. The randomized needle can randomly change what the spell is, which could be useful, maybe not. And Charge Needle would be good to reduce any spell charges, but we only have 20 coins, so I think I'm going to use the 15 to play the stat wheel. And this could be useful for upgrading many stats, such as more health for your health bar, gain 20 coins, so you gain your money back, plus an additional 5. Blah. Movement speed, so that way, if my character only moves twice per turn, now it can move 3 per turn. Puzzle up damage, so that way, instead of 1 ping of damage, now you do 2. And strengthens, either main attack of your teeth, or if you're doing multiple bone tosses, then puzzle up damage is really useful. Chance of luck up, which is obviously increasing the chances of critical strikes and or wild card tiles. And also, though it doesn't show on the wheel here, also a chance to up the spell damage. But let's see what we get once we spin the wheel. And results came back, we got some money back. So I think at this point, it only costs 6 to get the charge needle. Let's do that and reduce the charge of the Soul Heart Relic. So now, instead of clearing 3 rooms, now we only need to clear 2 in order to activate that, which is nice. And then randomized spell. Thing is, it changes what the spell is, and it could literally be anything. I'd rather not take the risk. But one thing is certain, although it won't give us a full heart back, since we didn't lose a full heart, it will get us half the health, the heart health that we lost. So we can invest in that. And we still have enough for one more spin at the wheel for a guaranteed power-up. So let's do that. This time around, we got ourselves Luck Up. Nice. And yeah, don't have enough coins for the trinket game, but again, that's a game of chance. Literal chance. So I think we're good enough moving onward. On to Chapter 2, The Forlorn Hollow. As we load up the Forlorn Hollow. There we go. Now we're able to move. I think I'm going to get ourselves set up for a possible move, depending on what happens. No consequences. So yes, let's set ourselves up for the +4 movement. More importantly, up the charge so that way we can be able to get our trinket. Our relic to work. So let's do just that. Let us do the bone attack setup, so get ourselves up with that. I think it's worth getting ourselves set up for the multi-bone attack. So, why don't we do just that? And just to make sure that we got the needler set up, we'll take out that boot. And yeah, right there. So we might take a hit from the gas if we don't eliminate all the enemies. But since we are attacking multiple enemies at once, I feel good in my chances. So let's do that. Not to mention we used a relic, so we can be able to recover from this fairly easily. And yeah, good news is if all the enemies are eliminated, the counterattacks don't work. So that was definitely worth it. So now we have an option to take either the Mega Beam to knock all of the front row enemies back, and I see a sword symbol, so that means it will do damage to them, or the Yellow Belt, which is a 5% chance to dodge the next attack. I get the feeling that would be nice, though there was another belt item I saw early on that was, I believe, the orange belt, where it avoids the attack and the person who attacked you gets counterattacked. So that I think is a much more useful belt to use. So I'm going to cut my losses and go for the Mega Beam. It says, according to this, does no damage. Though I wonder if, much like the needle, or no, not like the needle, that can't get any damage. So it has the potential to do damage, but it won't show it. Interesting. I'll do is get myself set up for the needle. So yeah, possibly waste a turn there, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Nah, let's just get ourselves set up for that. I was kind of hoping to see if I could be able to get myself set up for being able to do another setup for the reliquary charge, but nah, it ain't worth it. Let's just power up our needle. Now, these tapeworm enemies are annoying in their own right, where once you deal damage to them once, they have to spend the next turn trying to recuperate. So, a bit annoying, but lesser evil, I suppose, at some point. So I think what I'll do next is get myself set up for this attack to there. Use this to eliminate that along the way. Just going all the way back there. Then let's move. Oh, actually, no. Don't remove that. So I just realized this is already set up. Let's use it on you. So I can't tell if the guy in the far back is a target or not. Let's not take the gamble. Instead, we will use this to get ourselves set up for... actually, no. We'll save that for next turn. Because just in case I did get the one all the way back there, I want to get myself set up for that. So let's remove that tile to get ourselves prevent you from attacking. While we're at it, prevent you from attacking. And then let's do that to get ourselves set up for this. And then we will get ourselves set up for that attack as we use the needle on you. But the only problem with this is that yeah, I can push him back. That's about it. That doesn't really help me with anything else along the way. So I think what I'll do is get myself set up for... I'm sorry, what? Wait, was the knockback eventual damage that it does? I've never seen it happen before, so I'll just smile and nod at this point. Also, one other thing I should mention. Some enemies might have either a puzzle piece on them or a sword symbol. If that's the case, if they have a sword on them, only magic attacks or abilities will harm them. In this case, for the skull enemy, only physical attacks will harm them. So... using this to demonstrate, I could be able to damage him with that. Also, I just realized probably a setup, so let's do that. Let's remove you. And use the bones to get rid of this guy, so that way, should we need to use abilities of sorts, we won't need to worry about that in the future. Then I think... Oh, one other thing I could do is eliminate you and you.
Oh, yeah!
To prevent you from potentially releasing counterattack gas. And yeah, I'll end it there. Next up... let's go ahead and... do... this... put ourselves over there... potentially get ourselves set up for this. First off, knock you back. Oh, it does have a poison. Okay, okay. I didn't see that because they were hunched up beforehand. So it does have a poison effect. Okay, now I get it. But the good thing is, there's nothing really that's coming towards me to attack, so I can afford to use this turn to get myself set up for the charge. Alright. But yes, let's go ahead and do that. So now, you are nice and all set up. Let's go ahead and use the bone to attack you. Then needle you. And, you know what? We had so much fun. One more for good measure. And then once more, push you back. Push him back, way back. And yeah, I don't feel like... oh, actually, it will work on top of them. So, yes, let's use the giant teeth attack to eliminate them. Because ordinarily, if you throw an item at an enemy, it won't hit them if they were up all the way. The giant teeth, however, will counteract that. So now I'm given the option of a watch battery, which will guarantee one more movement, or a navy beam that will destroy a column of tiles. So, much like the skewer that can eliminate a row of tiles, the navy beam can eliminate a column. But I think movement is key factor here, so let's go with the watch battery. This time our foe is the Gibbs. Heavy attacks, hit for the best. This guy I remember being a pain if we aren't too careful. So I think what I'll do is get myself set up for a movement tile. So that way I can use a needle to get rid of you. But I also gotta be careful of any other attacks along the way. You know what, since it's more likely to attack or move twice, I think building up a barrier is worth it at this point. So, yeah, let's just end the turn right there. And apparently, I was right, it was going to do that. Oof. how to handle this now. Gonna take a gamble with this one. Hey! Critical hit. Nice. So what I need to do is get myself set up for more defense along the way. So let's, in the very least, do that. Get myself set up for attacks. Only problem is, once I hit him, it will spawn more of those enemies, so I can push you back, which is nice. And yes, it can heal himself, so even more so, have to be extra careful with how I deal with this boss. Needless to say, he can be a bit of a thorn in my potential plans for attacking him. So I think what I'll do is destroy you. I thought I used the toothpick. I might have just shot myself in the foot with that. I was trying to set myself up for a torrent of phlegm. That did not work as well as I had hoped. Gotta live with my mistakes at this point. As much as I don't want to, I have to. That really screwed my plans up. Let's get rid of you. So I can at least set myself up for another attack. Yeah, as much as I want to hate myself for that, I can't defend myself. I rightfully earned that. Not worth it. Yeah, that really screwed me up. Have to do this. It's not really going to help me in the long run, but it's something at least. Yeah, push back just because I can. Yeah, that really screwed me up. All I can do is that. It'll cost me a hit there. But at least I can throw some more bones at these guys. Gain some more mana along the way. at this. Get rid of you. Power up the needle. That, which doesn't really do much for anything in the long run, but I can give myself an additional turn here at least. Now this is going to be extremely useful because number one, needle on you, so now you're at critical health. More importantly, I can set myself up with a couple of those. So prevent you from moving for at least 2 turns. I can focus on taking down these guys. And build up my defenses a bit. That too. Let's take out some more bones. So I believe if I do this, now I have enough to finish off the Gibbs. Whew. Testing your mental brain power. That is how you succeed in clearing out these puzzle games of sorts.
And with him's final bit of punch, Bum-bos smashed big bad guy into bits. Finally, Bumbo have coin. But Bumbo noticed a thing. Weird box in back of room. What in there, Bumbo think? Someone's stinky mom? A dog with human face? A hot dog with teeth? It's a mystery. With no thinking, Bumbo bashed open Scary Box. What, this? Another Bumbo?
Can you believe all the Bum-bos in there? But yes, now we've unlocked 2 things. Bumbo the Stout as a playable character, and the Halls of Belial. So we will be able to dive even more into this game. However, now would be a good time for me to take a quick bathroom break. So I will do exactly that. If anyone feels like they need this moment to either stretch their legs or even grab a quick snack, this is the best time to do so. And when we come back, we shall give, at the very least, one more attempt at playing The Legend of Bumbo. See if we can unlock some new stuff along the way. But until then, see you in a bit, folks. Alright, folks, I think that was a long enough break. We need to help Bumbo get his coin back. Yet again. So, let's not waste any time and just jump right into a new game. Now, of course, last time we were playing as Bumbo the Nimble, where his puzzle attacks help you gain mana. Rather, any thing that clears out mana, even if it was removing them by a toothpick, got you 1 mana for this. But now we get to play as Nimble the Stout. He gains bonus mana no matter what, but because of how big he is, he can't be able to save it for the next turn. So any and all spells that are ready, it's advised you use them as much as possible. Obviously, when compared to Bumbo the Nimble, he's not as lucky and does about the same puzzle damage as before. But he does have the stick, which can be used to whack at enemies. I believe it's the farthest enemy away, because that kind of gives the hint, whack away. And then there's the Blender Blade, which is pretty much like the toothpick. However, it destroys the 1 tile that you selected, and then in a cross motion eliminates 1 tile each from above, below, and right next to it. But with that said, let's get in at least one more run with Bumbo the Stout.
Oh, yeah!
Now, this is a big guy we're playing as. As we load the next stage in here. And by next stage, I mean the first stage, because, well, that's how it goes. And yes, even when you run out of moves, if you want to, you can still cast spells, where in the Stout's case, it's highly recommended. If you have spells to use them, because come next turn, you won't get that privilege unless you refill them. Alright, so obviously we want to shoot for the brown magic to get for stat upgrades, along with the boogers next. So mainly defensive is what we are looking at here. So I think what I'll do is get myself set up for that. Lost all the mana, but didn't have any to begin with, so I'm fine with that. So now I've got an additional move. And we'll use that. Set up a barrier around there. But for now, let's focus on both a booger and bone attack.
Oh, yeah!
Let's see. Bone for you. And booger for you. And since I have limited mana, let's go ahead with the whacking here. Does 2 damage, so yeah, let's get rid of you. And you. Well, 1 ping of damage, not too bad. The thing is, there's not really anything worth destroying here, so yeah, I don't mind losing all the other manas along the way. Especially since we are able to do this right here and now. Let's see. I think what we'll do is get ourselves set up for the chomp attack, which will damage everything along the way. Oh no! It did a mana drain, even though I already got the mana drain. How dare you? Here's a set of chompers for everyone. Alright, So now that we got that, we have a choice between a snot rocket or a paper straw. See, the paper straw gets us more mana equal to the most common tile. But here's the one thing I like about the snot rocket. It does some damage through all the enemies in a straight line, but it also works as a booger attack, so it will stun them. So I say because of that, it's worth the high mana cost. So let's go for snot rocket in this case. And then let's go for a bone attack. Say around there. Hey, we got ourselves set up for a tooth attack as well. Nice. And it's enough to use this, so let's go for you. Did no damage. Thought it did a damage. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of something else along the way. Actually, no. We gotta take care of that buddy boy ASAP. So let's just go ahead with a bone attack. Against you. Oh no, got a mana drain. How dare you? No. Let's... Ooh, actually, I did not realize that was so. So let's get you. Hey! Attack against you there. And it's a critical. Nice! So I can move on to the next room with you. Interesting. Well, first things first. Extra move. Probably not going to work the way I wanted to, but yeah, I didn't think so. Kind of hoping to get myself set up for something else along the way, but that ain't going to happen. So we'll set you up for that. Whack away with you. Oh, actually, I just realized I gained far more mana for that. That kind of ruins my plan. I should have set the poop up there. Oh well. Case, let's go for that. Instead of you. Set you up for that. Multiple bones to toss. Now, what else to do? Go for that. And then ooh, go for that to get ourselves an extra move. Looks like that is all we can do. Because anything else we would try to do would require an extra move. But I think I know just a thing we can do. Do that for the mana drain. Oh no! No, not for this turn. Get you set up for the next one. Set you up there. Toss a tooth at you. Gonna destroy this barrier, but that's okay, because then, afterwards, whacking away with our stick. That clears out that. So here we have the option of blood rights, gain mana and curses, or reroll enemies. Sad thing is, so far it seems like there's a huge chance of something that could be better, but also huge risks along the way. I could reroll better enemies, but then again, I could accidentally reroll stronger enemies as well. I'll take my risk with the mana gain and curses. Now we're going up against Loaf. He has slippery feet. Alright, so the one interesting thing to keep note about Loaf is that he has barf attacks. What the hell is a barf attack, you might ask? Well, let me first fling all this booger at him. What that means is he has the potential to fling some barf at you, which in hindsight doesn't sound like it's that big a deal. It covers up the tiles that you need to see, so that's the real gamble for the swords. Let's try clearing that. No, that didn't help me at all. And the one tooth I could get from there is obscured. Taking a gamble with that. Nope, didn't work. Oh, please get an extra move and set myself up for defense. Ooh, and do that. So let's do that. Here's what it means. Now, oh, it didn't happen yet. I'm fine with that. Oh, you know what? I think it's when I do it up against this, corn poop here. So let me first get rid of you. Or not. Okay, now I am all sorts of confuzzled at this point. Nothing's happening the way I want it to! First off, whack away. Best thing I could do is launch a tooth at him. Remove that. And then go for another whack. Booger Lane. Prevent one movement there. Gain mana. I gain mana, true, but it also builds up curses. Well, this is the one time I don't mind using this, because that eliminates them along the way. Add up to the booger pile there. No, let's take another gamble at this. Ah! Damn you, curses. Damn you, curses! Damn it, curses! No! And I believe curses deal damage to you. I haven't lined up any beforehand, so this is all new to me. so let's whack you two away. Because I'm not too concerned about you guys. My main concern is Loaf in the background. Hey, extra turn. Whack you away. And whacking you. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna have it happen. So yeah, he got me with the barf attack, so that just covers up the areas. It doesn't necessarily remove them, you just need to remember what is what. So, I will do that to unleash a booger torrent, at the very least. I will do that. And the thing is, once you remove the row of that such, it makes it that much easier to determine what is there afterwards. Ooh. Let's do this so I can get a tooth attack. Oh, yeah. Want you back. Well, we gotta take care of that tooth one way or another. So, and by tooth I mean booger, because that is what is mainly gonna be doing that booger stuff. And by booger stuff, I mean barf attacks. Which, speaking of, oh man, I throw the bone first. I was hoping I would throw the boogers, so that way I could push him back and worry about the poop later on. You know what? I gotta make sure I'm able to whack away at this right there, so let's do that. And why did he switch sides? You know, not that it matters. You're dead now. Alright, so now our trinket choices are the Hierophant, which once I use it, I will gain 2 soul hearts, or the Silver Skull, which means I gain mana from enemies that I kill. Well, since I am able to use the stick to whack at enemies, I think this is the one time I say Silver Skull might be useful. I wish you could get the Hierophant as well, but it is a consumable item, so well, I'll take my chances with the Silver Skull. So now let's head to the Wooden Nickel and see what we got. Higher chances of getting health up, and over here, let's see, reshuffle the spell cost. A damage needle would be really helpful for the stick. So yeah, let's do that. So now it does 3 damage, much more needed. And then I'll spend the 15 coins to upgrade my stat. Notice the one option coin was replaced with the extra health. And I'm perfectly fine with that. If it guarantees a stat up one way or another, I will take it. Okay, so now instead of 2 hearts, we now have 3 hearts, which is going to be helpful for me, because we ordinarily started with 2 hearts and 1 soul heart. This way, we can at least guarantee any health that we lose along the way, we can recover it back. Whereas soul hearts, once they're gone, unless you can get spare soul hearts, they're gone permanently. So now it's loading up Chapter 2. There we go. Let's actually take this as an opportunity to launch one Loogie and get 2 free turns. Let's launch that you. Let's get a tooth attack in. Launch it at you. Ooh, and I know something I can do next turn. Or I do have enough to do these, to do this twice. So let's do that. So now I got an extra move, and I got the move ready. So now let's use this to whack away at this guy. And while I'm at it, let's whack away at you two. I hate myself for this. I hate myself for this. That did not really help me. That really didn't help me in the long run. So I'll just whack at you just to make sure you're dead. Take a gamble that the next one after the bones is another bone. Woo. Wild, that works. Whack away at the poop since it's really the only thing I can interact with. And then do Boogering Tooth, if only because it's so. And of course, it's not a chomper attack, so it won't work. There's really nothing else I can do. So I will pass this turn and suffer the mana drain afterwards. But I will at least get my poop all set up, so that way I can whack away at you. Since you already took 3 damage, whack away at you to finish you off. And I am perfectly fine with that. I am perfectly fine with that. For now, let's just focus on doing that. Toss a bone at you. Nothing else I can do, but that's okay. Wasn't planning on doing anything else afterwards. The thing that would really help me right now is more poop. The only thing is, I don't have poop that'll help me right now. Can do that, though. Well, so how's it going, Joe the Hat Guy? Good to see you. Yeah. We'll just get ourselves set up for next turn. Do that, rather not waste the, mana, get mana just for a curse. So let's use our stack to whack at that tapeworm. Clear out that room. See what's awaiting us in the treasure room. Yellow belt, which is to help dodge the next attack, or the pliers, which attacks and add a tooth tile as well as mana. Yep, I think we know which one we're going for. Oh, these bit of enemies. What's interesting about them is that they won't die unless all 4 of them are dead. So I have to be extra careful when going up against them. So what I need is a multi-hit attack of sorts. But I think for now, what we'll worry about is... Because Poopa's not really going to help me in this case. Let's just attack for now. Get rid of the flies, because they're the main concern. Unless that happens, in which case, now those pimple guys are a concern. Set a poop to block there. Attack the one up front with that, which isn't even that. Whack away at you. Whack away at you. I don't want to, but I have to. No! I have to get rid of these enemies one way or the goddamn other. Have to. Oh, I can do this. Woo! Gain 2 more turns. Let's do booger attack on you. So that way I can use the pliers against you. Then set myself up with a poop to go there, and then I can whack twice there, although is that enemy going to get in the way? Just be on the safe side, let's do that. And then let's destroy this. Launch another return attack. So now I can attack you without any concerns. Problem solved. Really one of those games that forces you to think, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's get myself set up with poop. So that way I can at least whack you and whack you. I'll worry about the rest later. So you are the one I need to be concerned about right now. Yeah. Do a strong tooth attack against you. Prevent you from attacking me. Gain ourselves an additional movement. booger up against you. So that way I can simultaneously do this to get a tooth attack against you. Then use the pliers. Yes, use the pliers against you to gain more tooth mana. But that's all it's really going to help me with. No! 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 Okay, first off, I am not going to risk taking too many of those at one time. Let's get rid of you up front. Owie. Let's do a rush against you. Ow. And ow! Get rid of you. Walk away. Let's go for a whack against you. And I'll take the mana drain afterwards. Launch a bone against you, so you can't think about attacking next turn. Ooh, and I know what can happen next. First off, use a bone attack for the far left one, gain an additional turn. Yes, we can work around this. Then we move the poop over here. Block there. Have enough to do 2 whacks here. Whack. And while we're at it, whack. I'll end the turn there, because worst case scenario, he attacks, and then he's done with his attack. Now, for you... let's get ourselves set up with a stronger tooth attack. So that way we can eliminate you. Just like that. So now we have the D8, which re-rolls current mana, which could actually be useful, or the mallet. Whatever tile we destroy, the 2 by either side on left and right instantly become that tile. Both could prove to be quite useful. However, the mallet needs brown mana, and I need that for my whacking. So, in this case, I will take the D8. And next up, we go against Shy Gal. Unmask and Smash. So, what's going to happen here is any of these that I attack, one of 2 things is going to happen. Either one of them will disappear, and one of my tiles gets cursed. Or they resist that damage, and that's the one I should be aiming at. So, we are going to go with this strategy of setting ourselves up with 2 bones to attack. Let's attack the closest one first. Aha! Already found the one we need to attack, so let's do that. Then reroll. But it's not enough, so we instantly get mana drain. Owie. Well, that stunk. Yep, I'm gonna get myself set up for a barrier. It's gonna suck balls, so I'm most likely gonna take several hits. But if it prevents me from taking more damage in the next few rounds, I think it. So now I got a barrier set up. Whack at you, because you will hit me otherwise. Well, now we know which is the real one. Though it doesn't really help me in the long run, because now it's free to take any sorts of damage. Yeah, and going for the drain at this point, not worth it. So in that case, let's go for that. Afterwards, we will go for let's go for this one. Increase the chances of... Well, now we know which one was going to attack me. Yeah, I'll end the turn, not risking it. And, yep, leaving myself open, but it's going to be necessary if I want to unleash the torrent of boogers along the way. So, unleash the floodgates. And while we're at it, we will blend that area to get a free tooth attack. Nope, that's a fake one. However, we can aim for this one. That's also fake, so now by default we know which one to attack. Reroll mana. Go for that, because why not? Yeah, do it. Free whack! But yeah, not gonna use the other one. And then set ourselves up for that, so we get an even more whacks. So, whack the boy, keep whacking away, baby. And with just one mana left, it ain't worth doing a let's just whack him with a bone at this point. It's only going to do 1 damage, but worth trying. And reroll for ha-has. We can finish him off with the pliers! And that's boss 2 down. But of course, it's only going to get tougher as the days go by. So now we have a choice between a Mystic Marble, where Teeth now deals 1 additional damage, or Thermos, charge any item. Here's the thing, we don't have an item that charges. And the one that can, we get every time we enter a new room anyways, so there's no point in doing that. So that leaves us with the easy answer, Mystic Marble. So unless we get a puzzle damage up, Bones will still do 1 damage. while the teeth will now do 2 damage. So what else we have here? Hurt more with a spell needle and a shuffle needle. Let's go for a damage needle for the pliers. Reroll spell cost. Thing is, this could be good or bad at the same time. But the one I think would be useful is the snot rocket. Except it just changed what kind it was, so that didn't really help me in the long run. That's okay, we can still spin the wheel for a power. Spell damage up. So physical attacks, aside from the tooth, hasn't changed, but now our spells do even more damage. So that actually helped both my stick and the pliers. So I believe pliers now do 3 damage and the stick does 4. But now we enter the area featuring Belial, because I already forgot what the name was called. Ooh, okay, the one enemy with a hard crown in the background, if I don't kill it, every turn it will gain back more health. So, also important that I take him out as much as possible. But I'd say unless it does any actual harm to me, let's focus on enemies that can only be harmed by puzzle attacks. Shuffle away. No, it ain't worth it. I'll take the mana drain. One less move! How dare you! Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Well, one thing's for certain, I am whacking away at you because you are granting double attack opportunities, so I'd rather not do that. Shuffle, which isn't going to do me much good at all, so I'll just take the mana drain. Ow. Well, I hate to say it, folks, but I think we're boned. There's only one thing that can really help me at this point, and it's not looking good. So I'll at least do this to eliminate you as a threat. Which again, doesn't really help me with much of anything at this point. Except to gain more mana opportunities. So now I kind of have to do this if I want to have any chance of trying to deal any damage. Reroll mana. Throw Booker at you. Not gonna do me much good for much of anything, but at the very least I can whack you away. Oh, I'm cursed. And it's not gonna do any damage because of that. Spell resisted, but it will knock him back. I didn't even notice you were behind there. I could have... Man, that upsets me. That really upsets me, man. Alright, let's turn. Yep, I boned myself. I forgot they could do that. Oof. Not looking good. Not good at all. Alright, I'll see if I can do one more quick round. Quick round, he says. Considering all the thinking I have to do at this point, it's anything but quick. Alright, that doesn't help me with much of anything. Except I can set myself up for that. So let's do this. Put that up. Whack at you, so that way I prevent the bomb damage. Then get the booger set up for, let's say, you. Because if I whack at you, it creates a new enemy that'll be in the way, so that wouldn't have helped me otherwise. So what I can do as well is this to get a free tooth attack in. Hey, it was a critical strike. Nice. I can get rid of you. And then I can get rid of you. Another attack. Only problem is that it erases the booger from there, so... But that's okay. Because we can still use that to set up defense there. And finish it with whack. What options? Peace, unprime one random enemy, or the tiny dice that re-rolls tiles of the same type. Yes, I will take that. Now, what should I do with this method here? Let's get the free turn in. And then let's get a tooth attack ready to get rid of you. And then let's re-roll the bones. Nothing. But at the very least, we can set ourselves up for that. Whack at you. And then whack at you. And since that was a spell attack, not necessarily a physical attack, I can prevent any potential damage that would come to me. And I'll launch a boogie at you. Ooh, here's the thing I could do. Do that for free movements. Let's re-roll the tooth tiles. And then let's re-roll the poop tiles. So, we'll at least get ourselves set up for the multi-attack. Yeah, I get careless about that. I'm more interested in this multi-attack. Now, I've been joking about this when I was playing this off-camera, but I like to think of this as every bone attack I launch as a Hadoken, but a Habonekin, I like to call it. And getting that 7 straight attack, I like to call it the Shinku Habonekin! It's a silly thing. You don't need to take me that seriously. I just find it hilarious and call it that. So let's get ourselves set up with a poop there. Whack away at you. So that way we only need to worry about one enemy along the way. While we're at it, get rid of the poop tile so I can attack you if need be. Which I'm going to have to prep in doing that anyway. Let's get ourselves set up for that. And then... it's not going to help me in the long run anyway. But I can, at the very least, try and do this. Prevent you from attacking. And then... actually, this can work. I could do this to launch one attack at that. So now you no longer have a defense up. Then the problem lies, and there's nothing else afterwards. So let's at least do... well, it looks like either way I'm taking a hit, which sucks. We'll do that. Owie. Oh, get ourselves set up with this tooth attack. That'll destroy you, preventing you from doing any damage to me. So now I need to get myself concerned with you. But we can always do this to prevent you from attacking, and mainly you for 2. So now, how to handle this? Let's take a gamble with this. Still not enough. Nope. Ooh, I can do this. Okay, you. Yeah, nothing else I can do about that, but that's okay. Got 2 more moves I can do. Let's go for setting ourselves up with poop here. So I can at least whack at you. Prevent you from attacking me. And actually, just finish you off for good. Let's change the booger tiles. And then afterwards, change the tooth tiles. Hey! Free movement! And a free attack! Nice. So that takes care of that. So we can get more yellow mana for our tiny die. We could also re-roll the entire puzzle board. This one at least takes away 1 brown mana, so I'm not too concerned about that. Well, we'll go for the converter. against the Duke of Flies. And we will use this as an opportunity to... Let's get some boogers set up. Prevent you from doing anything. Let's eliminate you to make room for that, so we get an extra move. And then after that, we get ourselves set up with the poop. Roll there. Whack you once. Whack you twice. Then let's re-roll the booger tiles. Oh, I know what we can do. Let's eliminate you. So I got a tooth attack. And more poop. Throw you there. Set up there. Then whack. And while we're at it, another whack. That'll do for that move. So now all you need to do is another 2 damage at it, and he's done for. So let's take this as an opportunity to, number 1, do that. I was mainly concerned about the extra movements. Didn't even notice the bone option was there. Let's re-roll the black. By black, I mean the tooth tiles. Re-roll the heart tiles. Nope, didn't help me that much. That's okay. We will get 2 bones set up right there. So now we launch 3. 1, 2, and 3. Not that it mattered which one, so long as the center one took damage. That took us down. Oh, so how's it going there, Pan? Took down the first boss once again. So now we have Blood Battery. May add energy steals to attacks. We don't have anything worth that. Oh, yeah. That was my own personal decision. I apologize for that. Let's go with the Butterbean with the ability to knock back enemies, because we don't have anything that needs a charge yet. So let's see. What can we get here? Spells cost less, or let's go for the damage more, so that way we can whack our enemies even harder. And then we will use all but 1 penny in order to get a stat boost. This time around we get health up. So now we can take more hits. Alright. Yeah, I get the feeling by the time I die, you'll probably be ready to get set up. Or, knowing me, probably even later. Or even sooner than that. But I'll see what I can do. Hopefully it won't take that long for me to hopefully finish the game, but most likely probably die. Because this game, while fun, it can be extremely tricky at times. So let's get ourselves set up with some booger attacks. By launching one at you, one at you. Plus, it gives us an opportunity to use this to whack that to get the barrier set up. Set you up there. Let's try clearing this out. See, nope, no more tooth. So much for that. Let's see. Well, first things first. Whack. And while we're at it, whack. Mainly concerned about eliminating any and all competition along the way. Let's eliminate this for the possibility. Nope, no extra tooth. Well, darn. I think for this one, we will just get more booger power up. Toss it at you. So we have 2 opportunities to gain additional mana. Ooh, we can get an attack from here. So let's do that. Now the reason I'm attacking the ones that are already gummed up with boogers is because I get the feeling they will launch a counterattack, or at least set up a counterattack for the gas. So let's do this. Nope. Oh well, we tried. Let's go ahead for quick barrier over here because we have enough to just whack you out and then whack you out. And since I'm not planning on attacking either side right now, I don't need to worry about any possibility of a counterattack setup. So let's set it up right there and be done with it. Except I can't attack there yet. But that's okay. I don't need to worry about that now. Let's just pass this turn. Especially since now I can do this here and that down there. So now I have a strong enough tooth attack to finish it off. So what kind of goodies this time around? Another snot rocket or exorcism kit. Oh. It can instantly kill one of the enemies, but at a risk of healing others. I'm gonna have to go with a snot rocket on this one. Hey, this attack finally worked. And I believe now I have enough reason for it to justify it being something the teeth can do for now. However, that doesn't really set me up for anything else along the way, unless I were to do this. Which I'm gonna have to do that. Let's get ourselves set up right here. Whack at you. Whack at you. But now that leaves me open to an attack from both enemies. Oh well. I took the risk. I'm willing to take the consequences. Oh, but I can whack at you, so why not? Owie. Owie. And at least that one was blocked. Alright, so let's gain some more movement. Let's get some bones ready by launching you. Let's re-roll the boogers. Wow, whole bunch of teeth. Re-roll the teeth. Get some more bone. Ready for... Oh, I didn't even notice the extra movement. Sweet. Now let's worry about clearing out one more bone. Get rid of you. Critical hit and everything. And then finally, there we go. Get our barriers set up. Right there. And let's whack at you. Whack at you. Let's re-roll the heart tiles. Okay, and then re-roll the tooth tiles? Nope, that didn't work. Gain more yellow mana, but it didn't work because that happened. However, now they are weak enough that I can just place another barrier there and just whack away like there's no tomorrow. And I have to worry about a counterattack afterwards. Alright, next enemy. I'll, at the very least, get myself set up for the next attack. Especially since they're planning to do an attack right now. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa! I got so much from there! Caught me off guard. Defense is there, and since you can only take puzzle attacks, let's get rid of you, so that way anything else can be, not an issue as I whack my days away. Give him a good whacking. Whack, whack, whackaroo. Whee! And let's re-roll the boogers. Ah, to get more bones. Roll one at you, one at you. And then let's take this as an opportunity to set up the poop. Okay. Which we'll place right there. Use a converter. So I only need enough to do that. Then let's alter the teeth. Well, it's going to be technically considered a waste, but it's going to be wasted anyway, so may as well use that to eliminate that enemy. And let's move you there, you up there. So now we have enough mana to whack you away. Now, this time we have a rainbow finger that will change any tile to a wild, or most likely the watch battery, which will give us an extra turn. Let's face it, that's the case. Once again, going against Gibbs, so if I'm not careful, this might just finish me off. So, first off, extra movement. And then let's whack our troubles away with first off, do that. And then launch a snot rocket at you to prevent one movement, at the very least. I'm gonna take a gamble at something. Let's try limiting you. That did not help me at all. Damn. Well, it's going to be wasted anyway, so may as well take this as an opportunity to at least clear out some of this along the way. Maybe an extra turn? Oh, look at that! That's why you gotta love this baby. Let's re-roll the teeth. Nope. Well, first things first. Whack away at you. And you. And yes, we can use a converter. So let's throw one at you. Convert, so that way we can re-roll the boogers. Aw, nothing. And use that turn to regain health. No. That's okay. Give us an opportunity to restack that and keep whacking away at you. And let's get back some extra turns. And put you there. Reroll the poop tiles. Nothing new, but let's at least get rid of this extra bit. So it's going to be a concern otherwise. Love how it leaps over the poop, yet it still needs to go through the poop anyway. And then for this one, let's go for extra turns once more because gotta need those extra turns. Especially since it gets us 2 attacks. Launch this at you. Let's go for a reroll of the heart tiles. Take this as an opportunity to get rid of that one E along the way there. And I didn't even see what it gave me there. Oh, more poop! Nice! So I can keep whacking away. Whack all my cares away, I say. That, and then let's convert you, and then re-roll the yellow peas. Oh. Oh well. We got ourselves set up for damage. That much, at the very least, is certain. Except when that happens. Because I forgot I don't know any better. However, I can still be able to get rid of you. Thank you, not a problem. Mana drain. Alright. Let's see. Let's at least get my defenses up once more so we can keep whacking away. And once again, get rid of this over. Creating more of those guys. How dare you! Oh, nothing else. I can get myself set up for this. So yeah, wasted bits of that. But at the very least, I can do this. Let's bone at you. And then let's get rid of And then... Oh, I still have another one. Let's also get rid of you. Want at the very least make sure I'm set up for tooth attack for this big guy. Or this one that's right in front of it. And we will... it's because of the poop barrier that I got set up in front of me. It's hitting that before it hits me. But I love the fact that it arcs like it's gonna hit me, but it doesn't. Ooh, I think I know what I can do. Let's do this for at least next turn. I can have another 2 of these set up. And more importantly, I can set myself up for more protection. Right here. Let's whack away, see if there's any that spawn in front of us. Nope, so we can finish them off right here and now, which I'd rather do that right now. Technically, if you're going to be streaming soon, Pan, I may as well finish this as soon as possible. Let's see, lifesteal to attacks, which would be nice, but the chance of gaining extra movements off of kills, I think that's what will be necessary for this next part. So let's see, what else do we have available to us? A charge needle, so a spell can cost or take less time to charge. But that's for an item, not necessarily reduce the cost of activating a spell, so I think that's a wasted move. Now let's just regain that health, half health, and then go for a spin at the wheel. So now our stat boost up is movement. Nice. More actions. And since I still have yet to show it off, I may as well show off the skull game, which is pretty much like Binding of Isaac. A 1 in 33 chance of getting what you need in that item, or more or less just more health if it's a soul heart, more money, or a trinket item. In this case, chance for a pink bow, which ups the chance of getting soul hearts. Let's see, left, right, middle, I choose middle. Nope, pissed away money. Whatever. Now into the Halls of Belial. Which thankfully, since I'm playing as the Stout, this is the final chapter for him. As of now, once I unlock the basement, that's the true final level. But of course, I still have one more character to unlock before that's an option. So I think what I'll do is get myself set up for that. Launch an attack at you. Get myself armed with some poop. Which will be, let's say, right here. Ooh, and actually, let's do it. Shinku Haboniken! Not gonna do any damage to those guys. Don't need to worry about that because... Alright, I'll hopefully be done with this round or be done or killed very soon. We'll see. Let's get you set up with a whack and you set up with another whack because I already got protection there. Get the converter set up, except that does me no good. But I got an extra turn. I forgot about that. But that still doesn't help me, aside from getting a boogie set up. So let's toss one at you. And all I can do is hope for an extra movement. It ain't gonna be happening. So this is just a wasted turn. Oh well. Let's move you there. Move you there. And go there. I'm gonna get myself set up for a triple movement, or quadruple movement. And recharge this for even more movements. Let's re-roll the boogers for bones, which in itself doesn't do me much of anything aside from just attacking. Ooh. Which also gets that set up. Who cares about that? What I care about is number 1, defense, number 2, 2x. Which is a critical for one of them. So, got some money for that, which at this point, not necessary. Addy, so we do more damage, or adds more damage per turn, or a polymorph attack with a Coley. Since it costs less, let's do Addy. But I need to remove something in order to make room for it. Would be nice to have this, but I haven't found a use for it yet, so let's get rid of you. Push you back. Push you back. Way back. And let's go for... No. That'd be a wasted turn. Let's go for... Let's just get myself set up for Guardian. Put it right there, and then... Let's just whack away twice with this. Yeah, just whack away that. Gain extra movement. Nice. So, it'll give me the opportunity to do this. So you, the one that can grant double damage to an enemy, or double actions, is the main concern. And all I can do is that, which isn't even worth it, because I'd only be able to do it once, and then that'd be it. Cursed! So yeah, now you are the biggest threat along the way. Let's do this for extra movements. And re-roll the curse tiles, because I hate curse. Then re-roll the boogers. Yeah. Add up the defenses up there. And then let us use an Addy. So this way, for this turn, ooh, we are dealing 6 damage. Ooh, nice. That one was double damage. Let's get rid of you and you. And then let us whack at you. Only enough to do this twice, but just not enough, so end the turn there. You created an enemy? What? I find that slightly offensive. Only slightly, though. So let's toss this at you. And only need 1 more damage, which is what the bone is for, so toss it at you. Only one enemy is weak to magical attacks. Everything else, not so much. So I have to take extra special care when doing this. So, add movement. Get you set up for that. This. Set up defenses there. Toss one at you. Oh yeah, I've been cursing. Let's do an Addy, just to be on the safe side. Reroll the boogers. Reroll the poop. That didn't help me much of anything. Oh well. Gain mana. Gain mana. Gain mana. Convert. Boogers. Aha! Get rid of you. So I don't want to deal with more curses. Convert, and reroll. P. Okay, that'll work. Let's move you up. You up. You up. Doubt there'll be an attacking this turn. Shows how much I know, but at least I set myself up for this. Everything takes damage. It was really the best way how I could take it down. So now teleport, skip one room ahead. Useless since I'm going up against the boss. And back. Then black D12 rerolls a column of tiles. I'd rather skip that. And this is the one thing I find annoying. Some options you can't skip. You are forced to take an item with you. So stupid. Let's get rid of the converter. And our final boss, the Sangri. Go for the soft spot. Which means, while his chest is exposed, it's the only time I can deal damage to him. So, let us... Oh, first things first. Actually, no. It's already been a wasted move. There's no taking it back. Yeah, there's no chance of me taking it back. I'm gonna take a gamble here, see if this works. Of course it didn't. But I can set myself up for a barrier at the very least. And then do... well, I'm only going to do 4 damage with that, so... Since he's boogied up, no, using the Addy would have helped. Damn it, I've been cursed. How dare you? Let's go for... no, let's not do that. But we will do this. To loogie you up. Set ourselves up for that. let's at least set ourselves up for the next attack, which is right now. Although, let's up our defenses even more so. 1, 2, 3. Do 6 damage against that. Oh no, I've been cursed again. How dare you? Let's do even more fearsome damage. So let's do that. Deal 5 to you. Ooh! Ooh! Critical strike! Nice! Nice! Great way to finish a stream off. So now let's see the next ending.
And with him's final bit of punch, Bum-bos smashed big bad guy into bits. Finally, Bumbo have coin. But Bumbo noticed a thing. Weird box in back of room. What in there, Bumbo think? A lady made of hair? 3 warts filled with fudge? A dancing can? It a mystery. With no thinking, Bumbo bashed open scary box. What this? Another Bumbo? What happening?
So now we've unlocked Bumbo the Weird, but not the final stage. We have to clear the game at least one more time using any other character in order to unlock the final unlockable before actually getting to one full rotation of the game. So for now, let's save everything and call it quits from there. But yes, with that said, folks, that'll do it for my stream. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And obviously, the next thing I am going to do is, let me see. Let me give a quick shout out to... Let's at least give a quick shout out to Ty Tuesday, who is currently playing through Street Fighter V. But as for me, there's only one thing I am doing right now, and that is joining Pan Anning in his Final Fantasy VIII stream, because let's face it, there is still a lot to do in that game, considering he's only in Disc 2. Getting very close to moving on to Disc 3. So with that said, folks, I hope you all enjoy this. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow, since it is Wednesday, we will be continuing more of Cobra Kai. Until then, folks, take care, and I shall see you all later, everyone. Bye-bye.